Mike Zulu, proceed direct Macon now, maintain 2000, runway 36, clear for takeoff.
Direct Macon 2000, runway 36, clear for takeoff. Thank you, to the Mike Zulu. Finals clear?
Yep.
I see 36 outside, 36 on the compass.
All right.
Let's roll. Airspeed's alive, engine gauges I'm showing green, 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 green.
50, 60,
She's ready.
70.
And we're going. Good job. All engine gauges still green. Almost there. We can give the kids a little wave on the way out. I'll cue you up direct Macon. Ready? Go give them a wave. All right, sir. Direct Macon's queued up. If you want to go autopilot.
All right.
Mode. Mode. Oops, sorry. You were right. I was wrong.
We'll do a nice 600-foot climb.
Yeah, it's only 2,000 feet.
23 Mike Zulu, contact Jack's approach, we'll see you.
Over Jax, we'll see you to the next one. Morning, Jack. Skyhawk 23 Mike Zulu, just off Ocala, 700, climbing 2,000, direct Macon.
Number 23 Mike Zulu, Jack's departure. I didn't observe radar contact 1 mile north of Ocala. Maintain 2,000. I'll have higher passing traffic.
No issues, up to 2,000, thanks to the Mike Zulu. All right, looking good. So he's going to keep us down at 2,000.
You're just waiting for this guy here.
Guy, I see him. Sarah Papa.
Approaching altitude.
500.
Yep, we're almost past that traffic. He should be bringing us up soon. That little layer there.
Number 3 Mike Zulu, climb maintain 8,000.
Up to 8,000, you got it to the Mike Zulu. I'll take 8,000.
Number 22 Tango, contact Jack Center 125.37.
A little bit of pre-sip there.
Cessna 6422 Tango, contact Jack Center 125.37.
I don't have enough data on it yet. We can always deviate west, though.
Yeah, I'm thinking this is going to be probably to there, so we can do a little, little deviation.
By the time we get there, yeah, good point. Big old towering cumulus out there. That guy too. Nothing to mess around with this early in the morning.
Nope. It does look better than I thought it was going to, though.
Yeah,
North
I
of this
thought it was going to
stop.
be pretty crummy. All right. When did your radar update, Matt? Does it say for you? I'm waiting for mine. I got an old update. I'm 816.
I'm 842.
256, approved your discretion.
That's an interesting point. We're running off the same Stratus. This is updated 842.
Yep.
Which is 845 right now.
This is
Mine's
5.
dragging mine 816. So it's so important to always watch. And there's a few things here too, MzeroA Nation. The Dynon loves to overpaint. We've learned. So we're looking at, you can see on the iPad here, I wish mine would update. Compare it with Matt's. Can we put them side by side?
Screenshot too.
Let's take a screenshot, that'll be fun. So I just updated 836, look. So I caught an update, I caught the 836 update though, and there's still a better update out there, so you have to be mindful of that. Matt's showing this guy to the left a little bit red, and I don't know how much you can see out in front of us.
You just got it now.
Did I? 842?
Yep.
I'm still not painted as red as yours is though. Let me make sure I'm on the composite. I'm on the, I mean, that's all I can do.
Yep.
You don't get lowest tilt on the Stratus. My Stratus also says marginal though, so maybe that's an issue with it. But anyways, here's what we're looking at. We got two little cells here. We're still quite a ways out from the cell itself, and you can see it. And we're 50-something miles out from it. It's a big guy. something else I like to do if you're using something like a Stratus is you can go cloud tops ADS-B, and this is showing me all the cloud tops that are over 24,000, which are these guys out this direction. Now remember where you're tracking as well, so Matt, we're kind of crabbed this way, so it could still be this little guy pushing over 24, and apparently there's more out there. But what's interesting is the ugly guy that was painted over here is not showing over 24,000. So again, that's not saying it's going to be light by any means. It could still be an intense little storm. So what Matt and I are thinking is a diversion to Douglas, because I've got,
when you can, advise of your profile for the flight check.
Between the nasty stuff, we've got about 50 miles in between the two. You know, you want to be 20 miles from every thunderstorm, so you need at least 40. We've got enough in between the core where it's starting to paint yellow. Of each of these, you have exactly 50 miles, so there's some space there with that. We are going to ask for a diversion to go direct Douglas.
6 Roger, you're going to make your approach from Equip, and
we're going to ask Valdosta to approach. Valdosta, Skyhawk 23 Mike Zulu.
Now 23 Mike Zulu, go ahead.
We're painting a little cell right in front of us here. Are you okay if we deviate about 15 to 20 rights, kind of like cross over Douglas and then on course?
Stand by, coordination with the center. Can you wait about 2 miles? Do you need the deviation now?
Nope, no issue. We're just thinking ahead.
Mike Zulu, Roger. Stand by for approval. I expect the approved in about 2 to 3 miles, please. Enter.
Thanks to Mike Zulu. All right, watch. I caught an 846 update. It moved a little bit there, and I also caught a little bit more yellow there and a little bit of orange. Yep, hanging out. So we'll watch it here. We'll see how much that moves. That'll still give us about 25. I mean, it's going to move, but we're about. If we go to Douglas, we're about 26 miles from the orange portion of it.
And we can always deviate a little bit.
We can always go
right
more to the right. Yeah,
back up. So I think we're
normally MzeroA Nation. I am not a fan of trying to shoot the gap between storms, but again, geographically, these guys are way apart from each other. So,
and it's also pretty clear up here, so we can actually see what we're.
And that's important too. If Matt and I were in solid IFR right now, I would probably be saying, Matt, let's just go swing it way west or something to be very smart about it, because there's really nothing on the tail behind it here. But literally, we can open our eyes, look outside, and just see. Realistically, I don't even see this guy over here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's quite possible.
I'm thinking it's just high clouds.
Deviation to the right approved at your discretion. If you could advise when you're in the right turn, and if you're still with me, advise when you turn back to course, please.
Understand. Thanks to the Mike Zulu. We'll probably start that turn here a little bit now, and we'll advise we're still with you on the way back on course. And again, here we are, how many miles out? Basically 60 miles out, thinking ahead. I'd rather be going 10 right now, and Matt's just going to put us in direct Douglas, sounds like. And he just said deviation right of course approved. He didn't say go 10 or anything like that, because that's why we explained to him. Basically out over Douglas here is what we're looking to do. So we'll do that. Let's see how that works heading-wise. Again, we're thinking 60 miles out. I'd rather be thinking that now rather than we're 10 miles out from that guy starting to get bumped around and everything else. So it may end up being nothing, but what's an extra 5 minutes on our route to avoid an accident? That's kind of how we look at it. So deviating around this little guy here, and we'll kind of keep you in the loop with how that all works out. And again, like Matt was saying, the thing with a composite radar too is this is just showing moisture in the clouds. Lowest tilt, which we can't get on ADS-B, lowest tilt is showing rain that's actually making it to the ground. So to Matt's point, it could be this guy out over here that's just a little gray holding some moisture. It may not be, it could be something in the distance. This guy is definitely now, I've confirmed that guy, so I think this is a great heading. We'll just keep an eye on him and go from there.
And like we were saying, the crab angle looks like we're going right at it, but in reality, we're heading right for the clear.
Yeah, we're getting blown around it, and I'll keep an eye on this tops too.
Yep. I'm sure that thing's going to pop up there soon.
It will. It's not 24 yet, but
I'm sure we're
will.
seeing.
You're exactly right.
That thing there that doesn't actually.
It's a stratus. It's a Nimbo stratus. That's all that is. That's why you're seeing the precip there out over Waycross. In fact, you want to do something fun. Can you pull up the, let me turn this off so I can see it. Pull up the ATIS at Waycross. Let's see if it's even raining at Waycross. Can we get it for you? Can you see through it enough?
AYS. Here, we'll just use this. We'll go.
Oh yeah, you can do it, yeah.
What was it again?
AYS, KAYS. Weather, yeah, it's got
3407 set you. It is raining there, but
7 miles in rain. Broken 500, broken 1900, overcast. So yeah,
it's interesting. It's a oh no, you can kind of see it even more. There's the low stratus is there,
hanging.
and then it's clear up till the 25.
You can tell it's super. I mean, 3304 4 knots, and it's raining. It's just that low stratus layer hanging out, dropping some rain. Good to know. I think this is the smart decision. You can start to see some of that low hanging stuff down here now, though.
Yep.
It was left over. Macon was IFR when we left this morning. But it was gorgeous in Florida. So we will keep an eye on it, team.
Yeah, this is looking pretty good right here.
I'm happy with what we decided to do.
This doesn't. It honestly doesn't look like it's raining yet.
No.
It's building still.
And what I thought was an anvil is really a stratus cloud in front of it now.
Yeah.
You see that?
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's got an anvil. No, it's a stratus cloud in front
You
of it.
can tell it's nasty though. Right in that darker area, right where that line is, you can see those little like vortices there.
I have no incentive to fly into it.
Yeah, it's clear underneath it. It's about to.
It's going to be nasty later in the day, but
Yeah.
as of right now, it's not that bad. And another factor, because I'm sure some of the Missouri Nation's wondering, like, why did we decide to do this? This thing, we've been watching its movement. You listen, I know a METAR is a surface observation, but everything is 4 knots. Everything is moving so slow. This thing is just big and building right now and kind of staying put to where it's at. So the surface moving at 4 knots, the winds aloft are hardly anything as well. That thing's just hanging out there, so we're good there too. Now, if this thing was hauling butt across the sky, we probably would have just went the other side. And actually, if you look at the dynon, which again tends to overpaint, let me put the composite back on. See how the tails kind of break. Let me just screen record so they can see it too. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, I'm recording now so you can see it. Remember we had that big tail just a second ago? This is the tail starting to fall off. And we only have one little orange blob now and a little bit of, I wouldn't even call that yellow, really. So, I think we made a great decision to not get too close to it and enjoy it from a distance. I still think hit Douglas and then turn though. I wouldn't. There's no need to get fancy and cut a corner. Let's just do it right. We're already this committed. Let's just do the diversion right.
Yep.
A lot of people get the situation and go, oh, it doesn't look so bad. Let's cut it close. And then I'm still how far from it? You know, I'm still, ForeFlight says I'm still 34 miles from the beginning of what it says is green, probably 40 miles from the core. You know, that's, in this plane, that's 30 minutes away.
Yep.
So there's a lot of building could happen in 30 minutes. So just do it right.
And like you said, that looked like it was building an anvil, but in reality it's a cloud behind it.
Right,
so,
right.
You know, you got the depth perception issue.
Exactly, exactly. And for the rest of our route, Matt, we are not home free, but if our goal is to make it to Indiana or Chicago type area, that seems crazy to think like we're going to go that far today, but got that. I was, Matt and I were looking earlier, I'll show the MzeroA Nation. There's your SIGMETs. Red right here is our convective SIGMET. Oops, I clicked on the leg, sorry. There's our convective SIGMET. You can see this is probably IFR. This is probably mountain obscurations, if I had to guess, right here. Yeah, there's your mountain obscurations. More IFR, low IFR there. Lots of airmets, lots of SIGMETs. But then again, you can, for later in the day, perhaps. So you can kind of see that. So we're just keeping an eye on everything, being smart, using our eyes outside. Again, I feel super good about our diversion. I feel a little more anxious if we're in the clouds and couldn't see what we're dealing with. We're just trusting the lowest composite. And this I'd argue too, and I know I talk about this a million times, and Matt, you've heard me say it a million times. I think this is where people get themselves in trouble. They see something like this and go, oh, it's no big deal. I've been through that a million times. And then one day it is a big deal. because you catch something in the building phase. Actually, last webinar I did on thunderstorms for the ground school members, there was a in-flight breakup, and you look at the radar, it was green, it was barely green, but it was in the cumulus stage, it was in the building stage, so he just caught some nasty updrafts and downdrafts. It wasn't raining yet,
Yeah.
but he caught the updraft, downdraft, and broke apart as a Piper Seneca. I mean, a solid airplane.
Skyhawk 23, Mike Zulu, contact Jacksonville Center 127.57. Good morning.
127.57, thanks, 23 Mike Zulu. Warren Jack, Skyhawk 23 Mike Zulu, level 8,000.
I'm 23 Mike Zulu, Jack Center, altimeter 3013.
13, thanks Mike Zulu.
Medevac Eagle Med 28, contact Jack's approach 127.0.
Alright, we're almost around that guy.
0613, South approach 135.8.
Almost wondering if we just do you want to cut over now, or do you want to shoot past that? I can't,
I think all right. Let's stick with our plane. We're still 2 miles from Douglas.
okay.
Check this guy on Stratus. Why is he all zeros? Blocked, maybe?
Military?
Oh no, that says the a number there.
Hey Jack,
He's a quick one, and he's...
Yeah, we're back 11.5,
He's only
4,000, right?
3,700 above us, going that fast. Is that legal?
752 November Sierra, Jack Center.
He's military.
Altimeter 3013. You look for the RNAV 22.
All right, so we're at Douglas, and here goes our deviation in just a second. Looks like we're gonna just hug right below this layer here. Matt and I were talking about that little bit of green that's hanging out. That camera can catch it right here. I don't think it's much of anything. We're gonna make that turn.
5 Foxtrot, contact
And I'll let him know we're back on course.
25.37.
2537, good day, 5 Fox 5.
And Jack 2, Mike Zulu's turned back on course, direct Macon.
3 Mike Zulu, right?
All right, and there she goes, back on course. He's good to go. And
Center, this is Cessna 9814 Tango.
I think the next time you're going to see us, MzeroA Nation,
9814 Tango.
is going to be an instant approach into Macon, if I had to guess.
Landing at
We'll catch up with you all in a bit.
Roger.
All right, MzeroA Nation.
Number 264, Mike Golf.
After our little diversion,
3,000, direct American.
Matt and I are doing good. We're going to have to shoot an approach
264 Mike Golf, Atlanta departure.
into Macon, though. Let's grab the weather here together real quick. We listened to it earlier, but I want you to hear it too.
Tower information, Bravo 1253 Zulu, wind 290 at 5, visibility 10, ceiling 600 overcast, temperature 24, dew point 23, altimeter 3013. RNAV GPS approaching you, landing runway 32.
We're getting vectors for 32 right now.
On initial contact, we have Bravo. 2005.
This should update in a second. That's about an hour and 5 minutes old, so let's see. Actually,
Broken 9.
it's funny. So,
Oops, sorry.
ADS, Matt was just showing you ADS-B updated. It's going to be broken at 9, which is great.
93 heavy, you're about 4 miles from Zesty. Turn right heading at
Because as you'll see,
00, maintain 2,500 to your steps for localizer cleared ILS.
the ILS is NOTAM glide slope out. The ILS got us down to like 500 something feet, which would have been fine given our overcast at 600.
Number 3 Mike Zulu, turn left direct hit buck.
Left turn direct ITVUC. Thank you to the Mike Zulu. All right, we're starting the approach. We've already got everything queued up. Matt's got everything good to go there and everything else. We're heading direct ITVUC. And,
if you need to correct to a 310 or a 320 heading to intercept,
there we
that's
go.
fine, or even maybe a 340 if you go through a bit. Just let me know when you're
We've already got this all briefed and everything else. You heard that. We grabbed the weather on ADSB. I'm sure that'll update the ADAS will update here in just a second to reflect that as well.
35 Charlie Kilo.
What I was saying is the GPS is only an localizer performance, so it's just an LP approach. It's not an LNAV, not LPV or an LNAV plus V, so it's only taking us down to 680 feet. So broken at 900 is much, much more appreciated. So we're proceeding direct ITVUC again. I'll brief it all again just so you all can hear it. We've already listened. Let's grab, see if Charlie's out yet.
Macon Tower information, Bravo 1.
He's still on Bravo. We have the most up-to-date over there on ADSB. He hasn't moved over yet. We're talking to Atlanta 1242. Matt's already queued up Tower 128.2. We'll grab ground in a second. Got a missed approach to climb to
and your runway and approach request.
Akbaj. I don't know if it makes these up. 2800 and hold. 2600 at ITVUC. There's a step down of 2000. I'll turn traffic off here. This is blocking way too much stuff. There we go.
Approach Kinger 979, pop stairs.
Down to 2000, down to 1040 to haul. And then runway 32. No VDPs or anything like that, Matt, so we can just keep her coming down through our step down fixes. Okay.
Bravo Echo, proceed direct to Raddick and join the final there. Descend to maintain 2,500.
Hey, Bravo Echo.
23 Mike Zulu, you're about 8 miles from ITVUC, cross ITVUC at or above 3,000, cleared for the RNAV runway 32, straight in approach. Keep your speed up as much as practical.
ITVUC at or above 3,000, cleared RNAV GPS 32, and we'll keep it as fast as we can to the Mike Zulu. All right. Now, just because he asked us to keep our speed up doesn't mean we need to rush. It's our approach, and we got to do what's smartest and safest.
Your direct Americas.
Yeah, Senator, here's mixtures going full forward here.
All right.
For my golf. For my golf, I maintain 4,000. Advise you have the weather
Fuel
at
selector,
Americas, and then let me know your
mixture,
intent.
seatbelts.
Altitude.
Maintain 4,000.
We're queued up for our approach.
For my golf.
Just before ITVUC, I'll do carb heat and some
Understand.
flaps, and we'll just do our 90 knots in like normal.
Understand.
All right, we'll give you a better intercept this time. Maintain 3,000. Expect vectors, and the altimeter is 3014.
All right, so we're kind of in a tough spot because it's cross ITVUC at or above 3,000 is what he told us.
Yep.
He did clear us for the approach, but we still have to maintain what he said,
Until then.
which is a little bit higher. So it's going to be from 3 to 2 and 6 miles, which shouldn't be that bad.
Approach November 504 Kilo, Sierra's level at 9,000.
504 Kilo Sierra, line approach, altimeter is 3014.
014, and we'd like to get set up for the RNAV 180 to Perry, and would like to go direct to AnaQ.
Yeah, I can't go direct to AnaQ now. I have your request. Just continue.
For that, continue direct, Kilo Sierra.
87 Tango Mike, line approach, altimeter is 3014.
That's looking good.
Yeah, everything's great. Good job.
PC 93 Heavy, turn left heading 150. 23 Mike Zulu, contact Macon Tower on 128.2. Just keep your speed up. I got traffic holding at Warner Robins to get released on you, and then I get additional traffic inbound behind you.
I understand. Okay, we're speed up and over to tower. We'll see you today, Mike Zulu.
And while you're at it, what do you have for ground?
Ground, I got 12165. More Macon Tower, Skyhawk 23 Mike Zulu's 2 miles from ITVUC.
Skyhawk 23 Mike Zulu, Macon Tower, runway 32, clear to land, 32, clear to land.
32, clear to land. Thank you, 23 Mike Zulu. All right, so 32, we're clear to land, and all is great.
RNAV GPS approaching use, landing runway 32. Advise on initial contact, you have Charlie.
There's Charlie. I just want to hear it real quick. No, we already read it, but...
Macon Tower information, Charlie 1404 Zulu, special observation. Wind 270 at 4, visibility 10, ceiling 1,000 broken. Temperature
1,000 broken. It changed even from what ADSB pushed out for a second. Maybe that's why.
proceed.
All right, a mile from ITVUC.
All right, I'm going to slow us down just a hair.
I don't blame you.
least get us into flap range here.
Yep. Yeah, we need probably working some carburetor heat too. There's INFA. Let's drop her down to 2,000, please, sir.
All right, let's just see if this is going to make its turn here, and then I'll do that just in case that sequence is.
Yep.
Oh, it should.
Sequence just fine.
It's armed, so.
Armed. Good to go. All right, perfect. I got the field in sight. Now you're going to get your 0.1 of actual. Sorry.
Maybe on the way up.
Maybe on the way out, it's likely. Once we get past this cloud, I'll put the plate down since we do have the field in sight. I'll let you have the option of continuing the approach, or if you want to just hand fly it in, break off from whatever you wish to do.
I'd like to do the whole thing. However,
yeah,
but also they're in a rush, so.
I understand. Well,
kinda.
Not going to be much either way, time-wise.
Definitely see how confusing this could be.
Yeah, with Warner Robins right there.
3-3.
Oh, wow. Looking great. Right over the solar farm.
The bases were really at about 1,200.
Yeah, I think so too. And I don't know if I'd even call this broken, honestly. Some big old planes at the FBO too. Ready to clear to land? I think you can float her on in. They'll cross them from the left. I'm sure you already figured that out. Good job. Good job. Great landing. Alrighty, sir. The FBO is right there by the tower.
Did you get a taxi up?
Sure can.
Oh, birds. Whole ton of birds. Whole ton of birds.
Dog 3, Mike Zulu, turn right at the end on taxiway Bravo, taxi to the main ramp, monitor ground on 121.65.
Right, turn at the end via Bravo to the main ramp, and we'll monitor ground 0.65. Thanks to the Mike Zulu.
Jason flying today?
That's me, man. How are you?
It was nice talking to you. I've seen you come and go, but I never got the chance to talk to you.
Well, good to see you. Well, you're being recorded now for our great Oshkosh video, so now you're going to have to watch.
I will indeed. Why don't you come on by if you got a chance?
Yeah, we may do that. We're gonna have a quick little meeting that we can swing on by and say hi.
Great.
This is our FIDO, FDIO, which stands for Flight Data Input Output. This is where we get all of our flight plans and arrivals. I got your strip, came in. Let's see if I got it here. There it is, 23 Mike Zulu.
Am I allowed to keep it?
I could, but I can't let you keep that one.
Oh, bummer.
I'm sorry.
If I print one and then cancel it.
I'll break a copy of it. How's it?
I would love that. I would love that.
Yeah. So the FIDO gives us information like tells us your call sign. The little 2 right there was an amendment to your flight plan or amendment to your strip, and what happens is it kicks out a time. This is your type aircraft and suffix, equipment suffix. This is computer identification number. Your squawk was 6261.
Sure was.
This was your estimated arrival time. This was the initial fix that you came in from, the 150 regular at 34 DME.
Okay.
Okay, it tells me your IFR. We write in the type of approach and where you're landing. The check mark indicates you were given a landing clearance, and that's your actual downtime.
Cool.
So when you depart, you'll have another strip.
We haven't filed yet. We can file now and see how it comes.
It'll look like similar to this. Again, it gives you the call sign, the type of aircraft, and suffix, the computer identification number, your transponder code, proposed departure time, your requested altitude, the departure location, and then the route. So this guy went from Macon to LaGrange Vortac up to someplace up in, I don't know where, Collins, Alabama, I think it was over there. And then we'll issue you your to maintain 3,000. And then when we get your release, they give us whatever heading. Like in this case, it just shows left on course. So he went direct on that particular fix. And then that's his actual departure time. So that's a departure strip and an arrival strip. That's what they look like.
The bat phone goes to Atlanta?
No, the bat phone is our fire department.
Oh, okay.
Crash phone. It goes over to station 102.
Oh, okay.
Which is our dedicated fire.
You don't want to ever use the bat phone.
We don't ever want to have to use that.
Got it.
That's not a good thing. So, the information display system is where we get a lot of information. Helicopter 6-3 Alpha Echo, Macon Tower. Now watch what it does. This is him right here, because he told me where he's at, down by Perry. See him right there?
Yep.
Helicopter 6-3 Alpha Echo ident, say altitude. Maybe that's him. There he is. Helicopter 6-3 Alpha Echo ident observed about 3 miles east of the Perry Houston County Airport. Turn north-northeast bound direct to the Macon Airport and proceed straight into runway 32, Macon altimeter 3015. Copy that. I'll go ahead on course now. So
the ident stays up there a long time.
It does. It stays up there for about 30 seconds and then it goes
there goes.
away. So there it goes away. Yeah. So as you can see, the big D or the big bubble to the southeast, that's Robbins airspace, and everything to the northwest is our airspace. So we only have half of our class Delta.
Wow, I didn't realize
when you look at it, it's just really.
Does it look that way on a sectional chart though too?
It does.
Really?
It
Okay.
does.
Wow.
Yeah. So we have just a big bubble, like a double bubble. If you think about a blowing a bubble and two bubbles connect, that's exactly what it looks like. And so we do a lot of coordinating between us and Robbins. So you can see this guy is already in the Robbins airspace now.
Oh yeah. He's touching it now, yeah.
So he's already down there. He's already in their airspace.
So when you have a shout line, that's always hot. Just you talk back and forth with each other.
It's hot when we activate it, but I mean, it just goes directly to them.
Through a speaker and they hear it.
Through a speaker and they hear it, right.
Okay.
And then we have the same thing with A80, which is the Atlanta Tracon.
Oh, okay.
We have a direct shout line with them. So we do all of our coordination with them when it comes to releases and IFR inbounds, opposite direction operations, coordination, things of that
So
nature.
question for you, we're going to file IFR out of here. The strip's going to come down. However, you still want to know, I assume we're going to talk to Atlanta on the way out, or was it Jack's here?
It's Atlanta.
It's still Atlanta on the way out here. Do you physically hop on with Atlanta and say, hey, I got 2 Mike Zulu coming out, where do you want them? And they'll tell you,
Correct.
left turn off course?
Yep, exactly.
So
we get your
so
IFR release from them.
So when I'm holding short and I tell you I'm holding short away an IFR release, that's what you're doing while I'm holding short of the runway.
Exactly. Coordinated with Atlanta to say, hey, because they may have you, like today we're on runway 32 for instance, and because Robbins is on 33, Soda 81 is down there doing IFR work with Robbins. So they could, let's just say they issue runway heading for him on the go because of something else, some other traffic or a departure or something that nature. So let's say you're holding short of 32 and you're ready to go. Well, they may hold you for this guy until he overflies or until they can turn him and get him out of the way.
Yes.
Because it's literally right over our runway.
Wow.
It's right over our runway.
Yeah.
When they arrive on runway 15, their ILS final approach course comes right over the top.
When we were coming in, he asked us to hustle a little bit because they're holding. I don't know if they're holding literally on the runway. I wanted Robbins a little bit. I thought they had someone else for this approach, but it made sense.
Yeah.
Because he was literally just.
You're going to overfly their runway to get.
Oh yeah. Yep. And he would have overtaken us very, very quickly.
Right. We do a lot of coordination between us and Robbins. We have a great relationship with them.
So you talk to me,
and we talk to them quite a bit. So they call us for anything coming north. We call them for anything going south, or arrivals that are going to go through each other's airspace. So we coordinate quite often with that. So in case you're wondering about all the different jets that are on the airport,
yeah, we noticed on the way in.
We had when COVID hit, and all the airlines were shutting everything down. We had 19 Delta jets on that ramp, all nose to tail, just like that.
Yeah.
So that whole ramp was packed with
a
lot of Delta jets. Yeah, they were all Airbus 319s and 320s.
Wow.
And those jets now that are there belong to another lease that they're here, and we have a big Embraer facility
that,
right there on the east side. And
Maintenance?
that's all they do is maintenance. And so
Wow.
they are doing something with those jets. I don't know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
The northeast corner up here is Stevens Aviation.
Mm-hmm.
They do a lot of jet retrofits and
Wow.
maintenance on Gulfstream aircraft.
They're
So
big
we
in
had,
interior and stuff, aren't they?
They do a lot of interior
yeah, I've
work.
heard
They
of
do
them.
a
I've
lot
heard
of
of them.
interior work. They
Yeah.
do. And then down on the south ramp, where the 4 great big hangars
I see
are,
those, yeah.
that is a brand new facility. It's Dean Baldwin Painting Facility, and they can. I don't know what their specialty is. I know that the big hangar can house anything from a 767 down.
Wow.
We just got our first Amazon 767, just left here a couple weeks ago.
Cool.
That was their first job. And it came in, it was solid white.
Yeah.
When it left, it had all the
Amazon
Amazon
smile
stuff.
and everything on it.
Cool. Really
Cool.
cool looking. So yeah, it was really
Well,
great.
good to know. We're always looking for good paint
Yeah,
facilities.
so that's they have 4 paint facilities around the United States.
Wow.
And I believe, from what I've been told, we have the largest facility.
Wow.
And they're going to build 2 more of the smaller hangars on the west side of those. So they're
Jeez.
in the process of getting all that up stuff. You can see this construction still going on.
It's still, yeah.
On the 2 west hangars, and they will be operational here very quickly.
Wow.
So
Where's your little plane at then?
I keep it down in Perry, Houston County, which is right here on the map.
Oh, okay.
It's down in this airport here. If you guys ever get a chance to stop in there, it's a really good place to go.
It's a grass strip?
No, it's paved.
Okay, gotcha.
3,999 feet, I believe it is.
All right.
Yeah, 3,999. They're going to resurface that runway in September, October,
Yeah.
and extend the runway by 5 feet.
Okay.
And the reason being, I think it's 49,900. I think it was 5,000, but I can't remember my own runway now.
Uh-huh.
So, but they're going to extend it by 5 feet. And the reason they do that is to give us a different, because it's a length of the runway, it gives us a different category for the aircraft, for the airport.
Wow.
So they're going to extend it 5 feet.
Just
You
for
think,
that.
"God, 5 feet, you know. But it makes a difference in funding is why.
I bet. Yeah,
So
grants,
they do
everything
that,
else.
grants and
Makes
everything.
sense.
So repaving and extending that runway by 5 feet is going to make a big difference. So yeah, that's where I keep mine down there.
That's so
And,
cool.